start getting loaded. So we've already checked in at the front and they told us which rack to go to. Now we're going to get spouted, make sure the spout's secure, and then when they give us the okay, we'll be able to start getting it loaded. One thing, whenever you load, take a quick peek inside your trailer to make sure you don't have a big heel and the oil's down low. We can see the splash pan, kind of hard to see on the phone, but you get the idea. Always check to make sure it's nice and empty. Get the spout in there good and low, and then Brett's gonna tie it down really good with the chain so that it can't go anywhere. Lots of different ways to do it. Wrap it around the crow's nest, or wrap it around the dome lid, wrap around the spout, hook it onto something. You can use the hooks down there. Just as long as if anything happens and it came loose, it would hold tight. Good. So now that's nice and tight. We'll come back over here, and when they give us the right pump, we'll open our valve here, turn on our pump, and we'll watch our meter as we load. So as you're unloading, you have these meters at a lot of places, which are great, but meters can be wrong, and they can be wrong a lot of the time. So you always, as you're loading, come over and check your oil level. Don't just trust the meter. All you gotta do is peek in there, make sure that you're not too full. You wanna make sure you're gonna load to where you expect to load to. The meter's a good point of reference, but always keep eyes on your oil. Do it safely, have your face shield down. Just keep an eye on things. All right, so we're all done. We shut off the pump and we close the valve, very important. Now Brett's getting everything unhooked over here. Get the chain off, get that secured. And then we're letting the spout drain as well. You gotta give it time. If your spout's in the oil, you're gonna need to lift it up and let it drain out what's left in the pipe. Otherwise, you'll just get a whole bunch of oil. So you wanna make sure that's dripped out really good before you put the bucket under so you don't fill the bucket. Once it's dripped out pretty good, you want to very smoothly slide the bucket under. Don't lift it up way high and let stringers blow all over, but just like Brett did, he's able to slide that under nice, avoid drips, avoid strings getting everywhere. And now we can close the dome lid and wrap it all up. Up there. Alrighty. Now we're going to lift the rack. We want to make sure it locks. Sometimes racks don't get locked into place very well. Lift it up. Once you get all the way up, you give it a little push. Make sure it's not coming back down. One last thing before we pull away. We're all loaded and we've taken our wheel chocks out, taken the grounding cable off. Before I jump in my truck, I turn around and I look back, make sure that rack is still up. And when I get in the driver's seat and go to pull away, I'm gonna watch my mirror, make sure I can see that rack is up the whole time. And that sounds a little overkill, but we have seen many times where racks have slid back down, drivers pull away and it rips the rack right off of there. So always keep an eye on that. Now that everything's secure, I'm gonna pull away.